They say Halloween is for the living, but it was never meant for us. Long before the costumes, before the candy, there was only the fire. Flames that burned through the night to light the way for the dead and to warn the living to stay inside. The Celts called it Samhain, a single night where the boundary between the worlds vanished. When every whisper, every knock at the door could be a visitor from the other side. As centuries passed, the old world tried to bury it. They gave it new names, new meanings. All Hallows Eve, Halloween. But the fear never left. It only changed masks. And every October 31st, when the wind grows colder and the air smells like smoke and decay, the veil begins to thin again. Some still celebrate. Some still mourn. And some wait. Tonight, we open that veil together to remember the history behind the fire, the stories that built it, and the darkness that never really went out.
And welcome everyone to the Veil of Echoes Halloween Night Special, the night we've been counting down to all month long.
We've explored haunted objects, played with paranormal games, wandered through haunted forests, and told urban legends that still keep us up at night. And now, it all leads to this.
Halloween night, the one night when superstition and celebration collide, when the veil between worlds feels just a little too close.
And apparently, that's when we do our best work.
If this is your first time joining us, I'm Bria.
I'm Zach.
And I'm Lyndsay. Together, we are Veil of Echoes, a true crime and paranormal podcast where every story blurs the line between the living and the dead. Tonight, we're diving into the origins of Halloween itself, where it came from, what it meant, and how it became the night of masks and monsters we know now.
We'll share strange and eerie facts, ancient rituals that never truly died out,
And real crimes that happened on Halloween. Proof that sometimes the scariest things about this night are very real.
So light a candle, grab your favorite candy, and settle in.
Because this is Halloween night, and the veil is open.
Long before Halloween became a night of costumes and candy, it was a night of fire. The Celts called it Samhain, the end of the harvest and the beginning of the dark half of the year. A night when the line between the living and the dead blurred thin as smoke. They believed the spirits of the departed returned home, not to haunt, but to visit. Families set places at the table, left food on their doorsteps, and lit candles in the window to guide them home. But not all who crossed through the veil were welcome.
That's where the bonfires came in. Huge towers of flame built to keep the darkness away, and whatever was hiding in it. People dressed in animal hides and painted their faces with ash to confuse the spirits, hoping that if the dead came walking, they'd pass by them. It wasn't about scaring each other. It was about surviving the night.
They said if you listened closely to the smoke, you could hear voices calling names. Maybe even your own.
Centuries later, the church rebranded the old traditions. Samhain became All Hallows Eve, the night before All Saints' Day. a holy vigil meant to honor the saints and martyrs. But the people remembered what it had always been. They still lit fires, still wore masks, still whispered the old prayers, half in faith, half in fear. And when those peoples crossed the ocean to the New World, they carried Halloween with them. America didn't invent Halloween. It just gave it new masks.
And one of those masks became the face of the holiday itself, the jack-o'-lantern. But the first jack-o'-lantern wasn't carved from a pumpkin. It was carved from a turnip. The story tells of Stingy Jack, a man who tricked the devil, only to be cursed to wander the earth forever, with nothing but a burning coal inside a hollow turnip to light his way. When Irish immigrants arrived in America, they found pumpkins, larger, softer, and perfect for carving. And so, Jack's lantern changed shape. But the light inside stayed the same.
Retreat. But deep down, we still remember. Halloween was never just a holiday. It was, and still is, a promise. A promise that the dead are not forgotten, and the living are never alone.
And maybe that's why the fire still burns.
Halloween looks harmless now. Pumpkins, costumes, and candy. But most of what we do tonight began as protection from the dark. Every lantern, every color, every game once had a reason. A warning.
Take black cats. In the Middle Ages, they weren't cozy companions. They were spies for witches, or witches themselves. A black cat crossing your path wasn't cute. It meant death before sunrise. Whole villages destroyed them, believing they carried curses. Today, we adopt them for good luck, but some shelters still won't let people take them home in October, just in case superstition hasn't died.
Started talking about black cats and Chester started
That was
coming
our
up
black
to-
cat, Chester.
He's like, okay. Here you're talking about my cat people. He has a loud purr.
Very large belly, loud purr.
That was
Sweet
funny
baby.
though, of
So
course.
soft.
Talking about the black cat segment.
Yeah, because
Here
as
he
soon as you
comes.
started talking about it, like I looked over there, I thought it was Lane's mask, and I was like, what the fuck? And then he was sitting just like that.
It's like, you're talking about me.
Yeah, because like right after she mentioned it, he came up from under the table. He's like, all right.
And now he's walking off. Okay. And the owl, that soft little who outside your window. How else am I supposed to say it? Soft little who.
I thought you were gonna hit it like an owl, and then you changed your mind right in the middle of it. It's that
Ho.
Oh,
Why did we say ho?
how? No, I just thought you were really gonna hit it like an owl, and then
I
like
can't-
in the middle of it, seems like you changed your mind.
hey, that was there, Lane. You just walked right into it, bud.
Oh, jeez.
He brought me Larry.
Larry the lobster.
Oh, my gosh.
Sorry, go again.
I can't. And the owl, that soft little who outside your window. In medieval Europe, it was a death bell. They said witches slipped into owl bodies to perch on rooftops and whisper names of those about to die. So if you heard one after midnight, you prayed it wasn't calling for you.
Fear, twisted symbols. Witches' hats were copied from the tall, conical caps worn by midwives. Brooms were the tools they used to sweep herbs through the doorways for healing. When panic spread, those same tools became proof of flight. A broom wasn't just a broom, it was evidence.
Then there are mirrors. Victorians believed mirrors were getaways, thin glass between worlds. On Halloween or during funerals, they covered every mirror in the house so spirits couldn't get trapped inside or pull someone through. Even now, standing in a dark room with a mirror behind you just feels wrong. We still glance over our shoulders, just to be sure.
Not everything that night was fear, though. Halloween used to be for fortune telling. It was the one night the future could slip through. Young women peeled apples in a strange strip, tossed the peel over a shoulder, and waited to see what letters it formed. The first initial of their true love. Others stared into the dark mirrors, hoping to find a glimpse of a soulmate's face, or their own coffin. Romance and death, side by side. Only Halloween could make that seem poetic.
Even the colors of Halloween have meaning. Orange is harvest, the dying light of autumn. Black is the death of summer, the shadow that follows. Together, they're balance, life and death. Every porch pumpkin, every costume, carries that contrast, whether people realize it or not.
And speaking of pumpkins, they weren't always pumpkins. The first jack-o'-lanterns were carved from turnips in Ireland, their gnarled faces meant to scare away wandering spirits. Settlers brought the tradition to America, where pumpkins were larger, easier to carve, and burned brighter. Those flickering lights weren't decoration, they were protection.
And the light itself came from something older, Samhain's ghost fires. In the bogs of Europe, travelers saw floating blue flames. Willow, the wisps, people said they were lost souls luring victims off the past. Villagers lit lanterns of their own as beacons, warning the dead to stay away. Over centuries, those ghost lights became the candle inside every jack-o'-lantern.
Even bobbing for apples wasn't just a party game. In Celtic times, each apple represented a suitor. Catch one, and you'd marry that person within the year. But if the stem snapped before you bit it, your love would die before next Halloween. Flirting and curses, all in one splash of water.
And then, of course, candy. Because what's more American than turning fear into sugar?
Then came souling. Children going door to door offering prayers for the dead in exchange for cakes. When that crossed the ocean, mischief nights turned into trick-or-treating. Candy became the bribe that kept pranksters away until fear found its way back in.
The 1970 brought whispers of poisoned candy, razor blades, pins, cyanide. Most were rumors, except one.
Ronald O'Brien, the Candy Man. Halloween 1974. He gave his son a Pixy Stix laced with cyanide to collect life insurance money. A single crime turned superstition into national panic. Parents checked every wrapper. Police scanned every treat. And Halloween had changed forever.
Black cats, owls, mirrors, apples, pumpkins, and candy. Every one of them started as a charm against the dark and became a story to scare it away. Maybe that's why we love this night. It lets us invite the fear in, knowing we can send it back out again by sunrise.
So out of all of these, the cats, the owl, the mirrors, the candy, which superstition gets to you guys the most?
The owls.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah, I never knew that about the owls.
Me neither.
Never heard that in my life.
I always hear about the cats.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
cats,
like the cats walking in front of you, a black cat walking in
Yeah.
front of you has always been said that it's bad luck. Which obviously it's not. It's bullshit.
Well, yeah,
But-
it's bad luck in pagan,
Yeah, in pagan.
but in Egypt, they're protectors. They protect you from the dead.
Yeah.
That's why
So
they were
They completely...
buried with their owners.
Yeah.
It's weird how, or crazy how each
Yeah.
part of the world
Halloween
has
Well,
their own
now if I
completely
hear a
criticizes it.
fucking owl after midnight,
outside
I'm
your
shooting that
window.
motherfucker.
it's dead.
He said,
Like,
Zach, Zach. I said, what the fuck?
Like you're a witch.
I'd be like, bitch, I got some holy water up in here right now.
They said you sound like an owl. Who did?
Exactly.
Get him.
And with the mirrors, y'all, I don't know, mirrors always creep me
Mirrors
out.
creep
In
me
the
out. I
dark.
was gonna say between that, like the mirrors and the owls is what
Yeah.
gets me.
Well, there's so much behind mirrors that's insane. From the Bloody Mary to the Candyman movies to the Three Kings to it being covered up on Halloween and when someone passes away. There's more to mirrors
There's
than
like-
just making yourself
Well, just
look
like
good.
the last Conjuring movie, how
Yeah.
Or the movie Mirrors itself.
Yeah.
That one was fucking... Like,
Some they
alright.
say it can be like other portals.
it's
to-
yeah, it's supposed to be portals to another like universe or the underworld.
Yeah.
If you sit there and just stare at yourself in it long enough till you pass out, it'll feel like you went to another dimension.
I was about ready to say.
And then I always heard about the candy like being poisoned. and all
That one, yeah, that one I've heard quite a bit. Like, I mean, I remember them checking our candy. I don't know if they're checking it to look for, if they're just fat fucks eating my candy. That's what they said they were checking it. Yeah, you're checking it all right. Because the next ones, they aren't superstitions. They really happened.
Coming up, the true crimes of Halloween night.
Every Halloween, we tell ghost stories to remind ourselves that monsters aren't real. But the truth is, some of them are.
Halloween blurs the line between worlds, and sometimes it blurs the line between fantasy and cruelty. What should have been a night of costumes and laughter became tragedy for families who never saw it coming.
October 31st, 1974. 8-year-old Timothy O'Brien went trick-or-treating with his sister and neighborhood kids. His father, Ronald, the man everyone trusted, handed out candy among it. His father, Ronald, a man everyone trusted, handed out candy. Among it, a single Pixy Stix, sealed tight. Timothy ate his as soon as he got home. Within minutes, he was dead.
Investigators found the candy laced with cyanide, enough to kill several adults. The Candyman hadn't found poison candy. He made it. All for a life insurance payout on his own son.
It's awful.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah, exactly. Prick.
That's why I don't have life insurance. Kill me.
You ain't gonna get shit.
That single act changed Halloween forever. Every rapper checked, every rumor believed. A new kind of fear. Not of ghosts, but of people. The Halloween shadows didn't end in the 70s. Decades later, the fear moved from the candy bowl into people's own homes. Halloween morning, 2010. The Lisk family's home sat quiet. No decorations, no signs of struggle outside. Inside, the horror was unspeakable.
3 members of the family, William, Susan, and Derek, were found shot and bludgeoned to death. Their killer? Susan's own son, William B.J. Lisk Jr. He attacked them while they were sleeping on Halloween night.
Neighbors said they still remember the stillness of that morning, how the carved pumpkins on the porch were untouched, but the air felt wrong, like something had crossed through that shouldn't have.
Some horrors don't hide behind masks at all. Sometimes they walk straight into sacred places where faith itself should have been protected.
Sister Tadia Benz spent nearly 40 years at St. Francis Convent, a gentle woman loved by her community. And on Halloween night in 1981, the convent fell silent. And in that silence, someone climbed inside.
She was attacked and murdered in her bed. Police later found a teenager hiding nearby, Johnny Garrett. His trial became one of the most controversial in Texas history. He was executed a decade later, swearing his innocence. Years after his death, another man confessed to a nearly identical murder in the same town.
Okay. Just going back to like the bear. Make sure you know what you're doing before you get...
Exactly.
Goodness gracious, yeah. They say the convent halls are still haunted, not by Sister Benz, but by the weight of a wrong that can't be undone.
From the silence of Covenant to the noise of a Halloween party, evil doesn't care about setting. It just waits for the moment no one's looking.
Halloween night 2004. College friends Adrian, Leslie, and Lauren celebrated in Napa, handing out candy, laughing, unaware that someone was watching. Later that night, as the town slept, a man in black slipped into their home with a knife.
2 of the women were brutally murdered. Only Lauren survived, hiding as the killer left, not knowing he was her friend, Eric Koppel.
He'd come to her wedding earlier that year. He even helped decorate the reception hall. No one ever expects the monster to wear a familiar face.
Different years, different towns, but the same date etched in blood, October 31st. A night meant for pretending, and yet some never take the mask off. The ghosts we summon with stories fade when the night ends, but these are the echoes that never die.
Because Halloween doesn't just belong to the dead. It belongs to the living, to those who've seen how easily the masks slip.
So when you walk home tonight, and the street is empty, and you hear a step that isn't yours, maybe it's just the wind, or maybe someone's still trick-or-treating.
And before we close the veil tonight, we thought we'd share some strange and creepy Halloween facts. The kind that make you go, wait, that's real?
And if you already knew these, you're officially one of the undead scholars among us.
All right. Let's see which one gives us chills first.
Fact number 1. The phrase trick or treat started as a bargain in the 1930s. Kids used to threaten property damage unless they got sweets. It wasn't cute. It was vandalism with a smile.
Fact number 2, orange and black weren't the only Halloween colors. Purple joined later as the color of the supernatural. Twilight, seances, and candlelight. Early funeral homes used purple bulbs in their window displays.
Fact number 3. Those masks we wear? Medieval soul nights were about blending in with spirits. If the dead mistook you for one of them, they'd pass by you. That's where the costumes really began.
That'd give me really bad anxiety.
Honestly, I think that one's pretty creepy.
Yeah. It's like that game. I don't know. Is there a game where like you're like, don't choose me, and then they, I don't know if they choose.
Duck, duck, goose.
Maybe. Yeah.
Heads up, 7 Up.
Yes, I hated that. Yeah.
I always cheated on that game.
Kind of like Russian roulette.
Yeah, except for Russian roulette, you're either gonna make it, or your brains are gonna be everywhere.
Well, that's kind of like this. I don't know. What if they do take you? Then what? Like, what do the dead do to you?
They suck my soul out of my body.
It's like, wait a minute, you don't look dead to me.
And it's like, broski, you still have flesh. You ain't dead.
Yeah, because it said some of them used to wear animal skins and paint their face with ashes and dirt to hide from the spirits.
Yeah. They really believe that stuff.
Yeah, they didn't do it as a party trick and just to get candy. They did it because they feared for their lives every night around this time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but really, would you guys rather hide from spirits like they did, or invite them in for the night?
What do you think my answer would be?
You would probably invite them.
Hell
in for the
yeah.
night. I mean, you wanted to speak to Richie Ramirez in the mirror.
Yeah. I want to know why they did all the shit that they've done. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
It's like, tell me. I want you to tell me from the beyond. Why the fuck did you think it was okay to kill a person and eat their fucking skin?
The world
You
will
dumb
never know.
fuck.
Yeah, because they had some shit going on that's way too much.
Yeah. I would probably... I'd be interested. I mean, I don't know. It depends what kind of spirits we're talking about.
As long as I'm not inviting in, like, fucking Bathsheba or whatever
Demons.
the fuck her name was, I'm good.
Yeah, same.
Like, if it was my grandma,
No demons, please.
like, I'd be really cool if it was my grandma.
Yeah. That would be cool. It kind of...
But at the same time, knowing my luck, it would be a demon disguised as my grandmother.
exactly.
Mimics.
Yeah. Yeah, trying to trick you so they can get into your house.
Yeah, just like vampires when they ask, may I come in? And if you let them in,
Yes.
guess what?
Have you watched that new movie?
Which one? Sinners?
Yes.
No,
I love it.
I'll need to watch it.
I want to watch it again. It's really good.
I was listening to Nate Land and they had on David Arquette and he was talking about how much he liked it.
It was good. It's really good. Now I want to watch it.
He used to be married to Courtney Cox.
Yeah.
Used to, that's crazy.
Yep.
He was also a WCW World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fact number 4. In Celtic lore, ravens carried souls to the afterlife. If one perched near your house on Samhain, it meant somebody inside wouldn't see winter.
What is with all the birds?
I'm telling
Giving
you,
you hints.
there's a reason why I don't like birds.
Yeah, because ravens mean you won't see
Owls.
winter. Owls mean you're probably not going to wake up tomorrow.
Yeah. Ugh.
Like, fuck.
But cardinals are a good sign.
Yes. And doves.
Cardinals are the souls of the loved ones you've lost.
Yeah, I like cardinals. Fact number 5. Colonial girls used apple peels and egg whites to predict their future husbands. Others hung wet sheets outside, waiting for a ghostly silhouette to appear. Basically, Victorian Tinder. Like, oh, no, you don't look like what the sheet looked like outside, so...
You don't look like that sheet. This isn't what I signed up for.
Oh, gosh.
Fact number 6. There's actually a phobia of Halloween itself. Samhainophobia. People experience panic attacks around October 31st. Therapists say cases spike right before the holiday.
I get excited.
I was about to say, I get fucking pumped.
Like the opposite.
Do either of you have any Halloween superstitions that you actually follow? Like, do you avoid mirrors after midnight or leave a candle burning?
Always leave the candle burning.
I don't do shit.
I guess I follow other superstitions. Like, I always throw salt over my shoulder.
I don't do any of that shit.
Or like when they would say what, step on a crack, you
Break your mother's back.
Like, well, my mom's back was kind of already fucked anyway.
A lot of superstitions, though, lead back to religion, so,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean...
I like all the old wives' tales. They're interesting, but I don't know about any, like, I
They're
don't really
interesting,
follow
yes, but I don't believe
Halloween
any superstitions. Neither does he.
He's got a lot to say.
Yeah.
Fact number 7. In 1905, Belleville, Missouri had a full-blown pumpkin riot. Too many carriage accidents from smashed pumpkins led to a law banning them in the streets.
All right.
Alrighty then. Fact number 8. Candy corn was invented in the 1880s and called chicken feed. Early batches spoiled so fast that people claimed that they caused hallucinations. Which explains why no one eats it after November 1st.
I do.
I fucking do.
I love candy corn.
I don't
I'm
know.
not going to eat it till December 1st. Hallucinations? What the fuck?
Yeah, what
I
are you
wanna-
playing in,
Give me that chicken feed.
To the people who sit there and say candy corn is wax,
in the
you're
tra-
wax.
Yeah. In the trash or whatever they say. I'm like, I
It's
don't know.
delicious.
Especially with peanuts. Tastes like
Yes.
Butterfinger?
No. Well, yeah, but paydays.
Yeah.
Fact number 9. Black cats weren't the only animals feared. Owls were called death birds. People believed witches hid in their bodies and called out the names of the doomed.
Yeah, well, if I hear a fucking owl now, I'm gonna be looking over my fucking shoulder saying, when am I gonna go now?
Yeah. Watch, I'm gonna hear one tonight probably. Up there.
And where I work at, we treat owls, so
Aw.
I'm really
But
fucked.
owls are cute. I like them.
Just wait until they're up close in your face. I shit you not. This owl that I held
Aw.
knew that I was terrified of it, because when I looked at it, I said, please don't eat me, and it turned its head, and its eyes got real big. I was like, I looked at the guy who owned it, and I said, take it back. Take it back.
Like, what'd you just say?
Nope. No.
That's funny.
Nope. Fuck them birds.
So, if we all lived back in the 1900s pumpkin riot area, which one of us would have been arrested for mischief night first? What were they doing? Throwing pumpkins?
Let's see, Lyndsay.
That's what I don't know. Are they throwing pumpkins or?
I don't
I'm
know.
going first.
1900s pumpkin riot here.
What, did they play like dodgeball with it or some shit?
I don't know, but it would cause too many carriage accidents.
Well, carriage rides are completely inhumane anyway, so.
I know.
Yeah, because that's
of
all it
course
says.
is.
It doesn't say what they were doing. It said too many carriage accidents from smashed pumpkins. I don't know if the pumpkins were falling off of the carriages or if, I mean, they're actually picking up and smashing
Well, it
these
was a
pumpkins.
riot, so I'm assuming.
They're
You know,
throwing pumpkins at people.
if back then, if they knew what it was like for the horses to pull the carriage, I would be smashing the pumpkins in the street so that way the carriages cannot
I know,
go
poor
anymore.
horses.
That's not what horses were meant for
No.
at all. I don't care what you say, what you think. I firmly stand that they should not be doing that at all.
I know, it's awful. Especially when they get overheated.
That's how you know people are fucking lazy. They saw an animal doing the same thing they were doing, walking everywhere, and they're like, I'm gonna ride it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lazy bitches.
Fact number 10. The first recorded trick-or-treat was in 1927 in Canada. Before that, kids performed songs or told jokes for food, not candy. Halloween was basically a traveling open mic night.
Fact number 11. The first haunted house was built in 1915 by the London Ghost Club. They used air jets and actors in gauze to scare visitors. They had jump scares before Hollywood did.
Fact number 12. The famous Michael Myers mask. A $2 Captain Kirk mask painted white. They cut the eyes bigger and accidentally made one of the most terrifying faces ever.
He is pretty creepy. I've
Yeah.
had nightmares. That makes it worse.
I've never had nightmares about him.
You're playing Dead by Daylight. That's creepy too.
Yeah.
Just seeing the kid staring at me. Fact number 13. In Ireland, people carved beets and mangles before pumpkins. They glowed red instead of orange, like tiny hearts burning in the dark.
Fact number 14. Every year, Americans buy over 900 million pounds of pumpkins. That's 500 million jack-o'-lanterns watching us from porches tonight.
Fact number 15. The great Harry Houdini died on Halloween night in 1926. He promised to send a message from beyond the grave to prove the afterlife was real. But nearly a century later, we're still waiting for his call.
And speaking of hauntings that stayed with us,
Fact number 16. The modern haunted Candyman. In 2000, a Minnesota man hid needles in Snickers bars to teach kids a lesson. He was caught when a child bit into one. Some cities still x-ray Halloween candy because of him.
Yeah, I've always heard about the needles.
yeah,
Yeah, they probably switched it to razor blades to sign a little
Oh yeah,
more.
I've heard of razor blades too. It's strange. Every one of these started as protection, but over time, they've all turned into things we fear.
maybe that's what Halloween really is. Fear turned into tradition.
Or maybe we just like being scared on our own terms.
Okay, so after all of that, which Halloween fact creeps you guys out the most?
Mm,
I think it's interesting Harry Houdini died.
yeah. In that he was gonna leave a message
Yeah.
that he was from
Where's
the
the
afterlife. I
message?
want that. Honestly, it's not creepy, but I would say that one because I want to know where the fuck his message is.
Yeah, like you're a famous magician.
Where's your message, bitch? Come on, Houdini. You could Houdini yourself out of a straitjacket.
Yeah.
Now, Houdini yourself out of death.
I guess it don't really creep me out, but the one that I found the most fucked up is the Candyman. He poisoned and killed his own son
Oh yeah, that is.
Yeah, that one
with
was
enough
pretty.
cyanide to kill 7 full-grown men for money.
Yeah, that's awful.
Money is all about greed.
I hate people. I could never imagine. I don't know. Fuck that guy.
Well, that's a good thing. He's burning in hell anyway, so.
Yeah.
Or better yet, which one will you never forget the next time you light a pumpkin?
Let us know on Instagram or TikTok. We'll post a poll after this episode, and we want to hear what gives you chills.
Alright, we've covered the creepy, the cursed, and the candy corn. But now it's time to test what we have learned.
Grab your candy, turn down the lights, and play along. Because it's time for Halloween Trivia by Fire.
Alright, guys, you've survived our creepy facts. Now let's see how much you really know about Halloween.
It's time for Halloween Trivia by the Fire.
10 questions, 1 cauldron of bragging rights. And if you're listening at home, play along, see how many you get right before we do.
Question 1. Which ancient festival is considered the original ancestor of Halloween? A. Beltane, B. Samhain, C. Yule, or D. Imbolc?
Imbolc? No, I'm not answering it for that. I was just trying to pronounce it.
I think I'm Imbolc.
Samhain,
I was about to say it's Samhain.
the Celtic fire festival marking the start of winter. Right?
Right.
Question 2. Black cats became associated with witches in which century?
Wasn't it the 13th?
Yep.
I thought you were gonna A, B, C, D me.
Yeah, it was 13th. During medieval witch hunts. Oh, and it was said that church records mention cats burned alongside accused witches.
Piece of shit.
Dark time.
It was the churches that burnt them, so what are you mentioning your dark deeds for?
Yeah.
Thanks, preacher, we know what you did.
Piece of shit.
It's all for poor things.
Question 3. What popular Halloween candy was originally called chicken feed? A. Candy corn, B. Tootsie Rolls, C. Milk Duds, or D. Circus Peanuts?
Fucking A. Fucking candy corn. To all the people who
Chicken
don't
feed.
like candy corn.
Candy corn.
I almost said candy corn.
If you don't like candy corn,
Lindsay,
then
what do you
Candy
do when you
corn,
get home?
damn it.
what do you do when you get home?
Candy corn.
You want to know what I do when I get home? I go home and go to bed.
Yeah, me too.
I'm a fucking 80-year-old in a 28-year-old's body.
I feel ya. I feel you. Question 4. Which horror movie was originally titled The Babysitter Murders before being renamed?
When a Stranger Calls.
A. Friday the 13th. B. A Nightmare on Elm Street. C. Halloween. Or D. When a Stranger Calls.
Is it Halloween?
It's Halloween.
Halloween.
The Babysitter. What? Huh. That's interesting though.
I could say I've never heard that.
I like Halloween. The title a lot better, I guess.
Yeah. Question 5. What famous musician died on Halloween night in 1926? A. Harry Houdini. B. David Copperfield. 6. Penn Jillette. D. Siegfried Fischbacher.
Hey. Harry Houdini.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure Penn's still alive.
Who is that?
Penn and Teller, they're magicians.
I haven't heard of this.
I've never seen anything they've done, but I've seen them on
Wait, is
like
that Escobar or Fishkabar?
Fischbacher.
Oh.
Fischbacher.
I'm saying it wrong. I don't know.
I know Siegfried because Siegfried and Roy.
I
they're
was
the
about
ones
to
with
say
the tigers.
Siegfried and Roy.
All right. Let's see what the fate deals us from the deck.
You want me to shuffle them or drag one out?
This will really fun. I don't care. And then we're done.
Question. In what year did the famous Haunted Mansion open at Disneyland in California?
It was in the 80s.
I was going to say the 50s. Isn't even around.
It's 1969.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I was off.
I just remember Walt Disney went to the
I thought say, did you not hear
Winchester
the...
house.
Okay.
And that's what he...
In what year did the famous Haunted
he
Mansion
died.
open at Disneyland in California? Yeah, 1969.
But see, I don't really know much about the Haunted Mansion because I never really liked that movie.
I just thought it was interesting with the Winchester house.
Yeah.
And Houdini went there too, actually. What is the most popular Halloween costume of all time? A, a ghost, B, a witch, C, a skeleton, or D, a pumpkin?
A witch?
Yep,
Yeah.
that's correct.
I was about to say, if you notice, it's like,
Yeah,
it's always witches.
I was a witch once.
Once.
I was a vampire too.
Wayne always says he wants Grandma to be a witch.
Yeah,
Little
I
late,
know.
buddy.
Here's a cute little one. Instead of candy, what did Charlie Brown get while trick-or-treating?
He got a rock. I got a bubba. I got a bubba. I got a rock.
I got a rock.
That is a cute one.
It's the great pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Did you just hit your elbow again?
I'm
What is
about
with
ready to
tonight?
cut my elbow off.
What is with
I don't know. Tonight can fuck off.
Seriously.
Alright, question. Which TV show episode did not air as a Halloween episode? Is it A, Bob's Burgers, Full Bars? B, Community, Horror Fiction and 7 Spooky Steps? C, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Hush? Or D, The Simpsons, Treehouse of Horrors 4?
Buffy.
Buffy.
Yeah, Buffy.
Hush. It was Hush.
Interesting.
Intriguing.
Which small round baked good is traditionally made to commemorate the deceased on Halloween, All Saints Day, and All Souls Day? A. Shortbread skull, B. Gravestone bread, C. Soul cake, or D. Ghost rolls?
Soul cake.
Yeah,
Soul cake.
that's correct.
Alrighty. Gotta come up with a really good
Yep.
one.
Last one, Lyndsay.
Ooh. What is the night before Halloween called in Cincinnati? A. Devil's Night. B. Mischief Night. C. Cabbage Night. D. Day of the Dead.
Mischief Night.
Is it Devil's Night? What the fuck?
Cabbage Night.
Cabbage Night.
Cabbage Night.
Cabbage Night
In Cincinnati?
in Cincinnati.
That's interesting.
That's weird because we were just, what was we, oh, it was Kill Tony and they're talking about how they call it something now. Oh, never mind. That was,
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah. ding dong. I just remembered.
Yeah. Alright, guys, how'd you do? If you got more than 7 right, you officially survived the night.
Tell us your score on Instagram or TikTok. We'll post a poll so you can flex your spooky knowledge.
And if you scored 0, maybe the ghosts were whispering the wrong answers. Apparently. Alrighty over there, Beavis and Butthead.
Oh, shit. I love Beavis and Butthead.
I'm Cornelio.
So stay close to the light, keep your candy safe, and remember, every laugh tonight keeps the darkness at bay. Thank you for spending your Halloween night with us, gathered by the fire between the living and the dead.
If this was your first time joining us, welcome to the Veil. We release new episodes every Monday for true crime and every Friday for the paranormal.
So make sure to follow and subscribe wherever you listen. Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, or wherever you summon your stories.
And again, you can also find us on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. and Facebook at Veil of Echoes Podcast, where we post behind the scenes, episode teasers, and eerie little extras.
We'll be back next week with new horrors and hauntings from both sides of the veil. Until then, keep your candles burning.
Your candy checked twice.
And your ghosts entertained. Until next time, keep your ears open.
And the veil closed.